Yo, what's good, everyone? It's Crosslord here, back with the Week 4 match with the Syracuse Oranguru and the Ohio State Sableye. We've got TPB here.
Hello.
We've got Mimi's Echo.
Hello.
And we got Brandon of the
What's up?
Oranguru. So, let's just hop right in. So, Uxie, that's pretty neat.
Oh man.
Goes out in the muck. That's pretty neat. Gets the flinch. Just keep switching out and keep damaging things.
I was fine with it.
Oof. Lumberry. Clutch. Oof.
You know it.
Wow.
I think this is the first week I haven't brought weakness policy.
Double
Just a
toxic.
Fun fact for you.
Double toxic boys. He finally brought out the water absorb after turn 7. And he basically sacked a mon and a half. And then he realized turn 7, oh wait, I didn't have to do that.
Okay, maybe he just wanted to get off the toxic.
Yeah, he sacrificed 1.5 mons for a toxic.
I think getting the toxic off was good, but he didn't have to do all that playing around with muck just because it took pointless damage.
I don't like what good prediction with the toxic, pretty obvious, but that's fine. I think he should have doubled turn 11 into probably Zygarde. Because that's that's a pretty obvious switch. And
Yeah.
then,
Calcs before the game, max damage I did to Zygarde was 20.
yeah. And then Zygarde just Okos you, right? And then if
Yes.
if he predicts you to switch out, then he's got a free D-Dance, which he brought D-Dance again.
Oh, okay, maybe he really likes the dance.
Apparently it's like one of his 2 moves. And then he just sacks off Mantine, which is the only thing that walls Gyarados, so that can... But it's toxic, so it'll die, like, after the game's over. So brings in Zygarde, and then Dragon Dance is predicting the switch. Okay, cool. Dragon Dances again, and then gets HPI to the face. Cool. And then guess what? He switches out.
Yeah, the switch out, as soon as Tangrowth came out to Chandelure is the play.
Yeah.
I would imagine 100% of the time that he can't risk the HPI switch. I mean, if you're running Tangrowth, you're going to be running either that or HP Fire.
Especially if
something
you
of the
switch
sort.
into it, like,
Exactly.
against a Zygarde. Like, you can probably just assume. I don't... Why'd he double dance and switch? Oh, my... Whatever. That's fine. Flamethrower, cool. I would have Shadow Balled. Does Shadow Ball kill
Kill what?
Gyarados at, like, what is it, 70 something? 70?
I think it's at 40 at that point in time.
Well, no, he would be
75.
at 75, but -6 for the Toxic is 69. So does... It should do...
No.
It doesn't kill, but it's close. I still would have gone for Shadow Ball. Because it's basically dead after another Toxic.
Not to mention a lot of the things on my team. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, all resist fire.
Yeah.
So 4 potential switch-ins right there.
So he gets the knockoff. That's a good play by Hank. Now Latias is kind of useless now.
Yeah. I mean, it outspeeds everything on his team still, but I can't safely switch in with it, which I like to do.
Sacks off the Uxie. That's fine. Goes for Psychic. Good prediction. I don't know how I don't know how he predicted that. I would have just shadow balled because, again, like you said, how many things resist fire?
4.
And to predict one that, I guess that was a good play by Hank. Really ballsy.
Yeah.
I don't know why
I mean, he needed something at that point.
Why
to switch, Favor back into his.
Why did he switch out? Was he predicting the double?
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, that's what I did with Latias.
And
I figured if I got the set, all right, let's break this down. At this point, I don't care what happens to Toxapex because I get a free switch into into Lando, so I can get off the Scarf EQ. So this is fodder at this point, and I go, well, if the Chandelier does decide to kill me, that's fine. If it switches out, I get back to full HP. So
yeah,
I was fine with it dying there, but he switches out, presuming the double into something.
Pharaoh. So
yeah,
my only hindsight's 2020, whatever. The only thing is that at 27% with Regenerator, it's going up to 57, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have no dark types.
None.
You could just Shadow Ball too. Shadow Ball should kill by then, because it's stab, and
He
if
was
Psychic's
Scarf.
doing, it's
He was
Scarf.
Scarf.
Even so,
Scarf.
he has no. You have 0 dark types, so and if he needs to make a risky play, but I don't think that was the time to do it.
Shadow Ball would not have killed.
Oh really?
It does 34 to 40.
It would have killed. It was at 27.
I mean, yes, but it was scarfed.
Yeah.
Or it's choice of some sort.
So he just stays in. Cool. Game's over.
Yeah. With those plays, you gotta see, would my opponent want to keep this Pokemon or not? And you shouldn't just assume they're gonna keep the Toxapex when he doesn't really need it. It doesn't wall anything, considering he has Tangrowth, which can wall everything he's got left. So there's really no point in keeping it.
And then you make a little misplay on turn 31.
Yeah.
You forget about one of its 4 moves that he brings every week.
Forgot priority existed.
Okay, maybe he likes those moves. Y'all can't.
All right.
I'm sure he does, but
here's the thing. You can't like 4 moves and bring it every week because the opponent
and the
I
same
don't know
item.
about all of you guys, but I watch every single replay.
I do too.
When I'm prepping, and I write down a list of moves that are brought and how many times they're brought. So looking at the Zygarde set, I knew his moves. And you just can't bring everything we call it the Mega Manectric syndrome because Mega Manectric has 4 moves that it brings every week. It brings Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Flamethrower / Overheat, and HP Ice. Or Snarl, if you're me. But
I heard 6 moves there.
Well, I mean, Overheat Flamethrower is the same thing. But anyway.
No, both.
So
Thunderbolt, Shockwave, Volt Switch.
Flame Burst.
Anyway. So it doesn't work in League. You can't bring the same stuff. It's not like LU where your opponent's not going to know what you're going to bring. They know what you're bringing each week. And it gets too predictable at a point.
I agree. Also, if you bring the same 4 mons, he's brought in those 4 every week, right?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay.
He's brought
Zygarde and Ferrothorn every week, correct?
Pharaoh every week.
And then Muck and Shandy?
I'm not sure. But I was definitely expecting Smeargle this week.
Yeah.
Which didn't get brought.
Hank, trade for some offensive mons.
Chandelure has come every week. Alolan Muck has not.
Why does he need offense?
I know he needs offense.
You know what, Hank? I'll give you my Rotom I might give you a Snuggle. Because, Smeargle looking a little
He's
nice.
not getting rid of Smeargle.
Oh,
He's not getting rid of it. Whatever.
Then I could run Parasong, Whirlpool.
That's pretty
well, all in all, at the end of this match, Junior still runs the league as he's one differential ahead of me. There was some divine intervention there when I sacked off Landorus. I don't know. Junior got in my head, I'll say.
neat. God wants Junior to win.
God wants Junior to win this league. So I'm one differential behind Junior at this point, and Junior, let this be said. I'm coming for you. Get ready for week 7.
Week 7's about to be lit. Oof. We'll review that schedule later. I might make a hype video. No, I was messing. Anyway, so yeah. See you guys next time.
See ya.
Peace.